TF2 public ferret on Skyle Badwater EU. Standard rules apply. If you do not like the sound of my voice, please feel free to mute me. And to do that, it's you go to the main menu or the pause menu, go to the ear with the X through it, that's the mute button, click that and it gives you a list of all the people in the server. And then find people in the list, TF2 public ferret, and say mute in-game voice. That shuts me up for the rest of the time. So it's good to know that, just in case. I mean, you don't want to do it against me, maybe some troll on a server somewhere. It's actually really handy for that reason.
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
Okay, yeah, cool, man. Cool, right, okay. Anyways, let's look at the teams today. Well, okay, red team. Whoa, okay. Going for the... That's a pretty good defense setup, actually. They've got the right amount of classes. A little bit heavy on in particular angle, but that should work. Whereas blue is going actually a lot more aggressive. This should be a quite interesting setup, actually. One very aggro, one very defensive setup. You're quite, to watch. Doors open. Badwater straight out. And oh dear, unlucky there. I do got mind that scout bravery though. Straight face first in with a scatter gun. To be fair, that's the standard scout MO of just generally bugger things up with a shotgun straight to the face. Now anyway, looks on the blue team. They are kind of steadily moving up. Does seem to be some sort of engineering going on with red team. Not sure where though. And one of them is using a small mini. Minis on defense I'm not so keen with. They are handy in certain games like Granary and things like that, but when it's an attack defense game, you really want those big full fat sentries. Those things have got tons more firepower. Now okay, 3 minutes 40. Red team's holding up pretty nicely, although their positions are getting a tad overrun. Now this can happen from time to time, but they are not dying too quickly. That's the important thing for a red team. If they die all at once, what can happen is that a blue team simply pushes all the way through and completely overruns your next point as well, and then you take massive amounts of time. Oh yeah, sorry I keep putting little dots into the chat. It's just my way of satisfying the requirements of not being AFK in Skyle servers. Now in any case, we were pushing the cart up. It's looking good from them. And ooh, unlucky there, Andy man. Now, 2 minutes 56. The cart is out of the tunnel, so red are at least holding the line. They're just about barely doing that though. I think if blue, they've got the medics for it, they can actually get some nice pushes going. They might want to diversify a bit. You might want a big fat man. Nope, no. I know it's the spam in the YouTube account. I think a bit too cheeky. I don't like doing that too much because the full stop's not so intrusive. There's nothing bad about it. And I can always I've got the thing and copy paste anyway. But in any case, blue take their first point. Nicely done there. Red team wasn't really watching out for that. That's the problem. And ridiculous, traded for a ridiculous amount of refined metal. You wouldn't be TF2 without some sort of trading somewhere while in the middle of battle. Now, okay, 6 minutes on the clock. Now, from the looks of things, what are... Oh, okay, just replying trade offers. That will happen. Red have got a nice little setup going on for second point, although they've got to be more careful and keep an eye on the car. And right now, blue team's actually, got no resistance whatsoever. They might actually just push this over if not careful. Guys, you might want to do something. Okay, Nyack there, I think, saves the day. I mean, blue team just nearly push that cart straight over with absolutely no resistance. This might be a bit of a concern, and there it goes. Yeah, that's kind of why you might want to keep an eye on the cart every now and again. Red have a lovely position though. They are defending it very well. I mean, if they can actually keep up their logistics line to it, that will actually work in their favour. Provided blue team don't run away with the cart, it's fine where it is. Although you've got to rely on those teleports now. Richie, dude, your teleporter, man. There you go. Okay, you got to keep that alive. That's your Red Ball Express right there. Andy man there. He's going for it. Oh, yeah, no, he was going for the key target there. Now, the problem is that blue is actually now running away with the cart. Red are trying to get back at them. But this is going to be tricky for them because, you know, blue team now further and further away from that position, and it's becoming less and less relevant. Although attacking from behind can be handy. Oh man! Progressive metal fusion there, just saving his ass and his medic with that late reflex shot. In any case though, Red's looking a little bit worried here. I mean, blue is now just pushing up quite nicely and there's not too much getting in the way. I think it's a chief, lesson here. You know, keep an eye on the cart and keep an eye on the objective, see what it's up to. Right now, blue team is kind of, doing that to the max. They are really, keeping an eye on the ball today. But red team are not so diligent. When it comes around to that last point, though, they pretty much got to abandon the shop on that area, though. Although they could annoy red at spawn, or blue at spawn. And there goes that teleporter from Cooney. And, okay, nice pyro over there. Tries moving that sentry, just misses it. But, right now, maximum time is filled out for, blue team. They've done a great job so far. Now, what they need to do is, adapt to the fact they are now moving up. Red team needs to, realise the fact they have to abandon that second point position and think about, what to do next. Right now, red team's doing a good job. They've got the cart. They're counter-attacking nicely. They might want to, back it up a little and maybe get some sentries down, things like that down. That's probably in their best interest right now. Blue team on the other hand want to get a teleporter up there, get a coherent team up and running, and there goes a crits demo man there, dangerous. I mean, especially if you're playing Dustbolt, because seriously, crits demo man, god dear, no tight corridors, that is dangerous as all hell. Ridiculous there, putting off ridiculous kills. Unfortunately, just shot in the face. Ooh, a strange Delica's bar. That unfortunately is like one of the worst weapons ever in TF2 land. I mean, you're going to start eating that if you go, you got Delica's bar? What is wrong with you? Delica's bar is good. You're not eating fat because it's strange? No. Now, in any case, 8 minutes 8 on the clock. Blue team are a little bit disorganised. They haven't seemed to get a stable front, and red team is just running roughshod all over them. They really need like a teleporter, an engineer, really to base everything from. And the medics are, red blue medics are just doing a fine job. They're here, there, and here and there. They're doing reasonably well with that. And actually, from the looks of it, blue team's actually getting on with it. They're doing a nice job. Now this is where red needs to counter-attack and just generally drive them back. Ooh, wow. Happy smile guy. Double kill there. A nice Crockett. Why have you key Crockets today keep coming in? Oh, that's some Abu Bakr there. Nicely done. Take down all the engineer gear. That's the way you play. That's the way you play spy. For the time being, it looks like a bit of a stalemate at the moment. Neither team's really pushing. I think both look a bit tired right now. Ridiculous to try and do something about the invulnerable pyro, and it's actually just hot foot out of there because there's no point trying to take on that. Too difficult. And then once more, again, we're seeing the Crocketeers. Red team are doing a great job with this crit streak. Actually, who is doing that? Zinkster there. Nice work actually. The crit streak is actually a really great defensive one to use. Actually got in the attack as well. But if the enemy keep coming in a certain way, you can, especially with the demo man, you can easily, wipe out a team. Now, part of Blue's problem here is they're just not really moving up and engaging the enemy. They're not really holding the ground either. This is where, again, a sentry would be kind of good for that. The thing with the crit streak is it doesn't actually make you any more protected. It just gives you the crit ability. So if you have a sentry up, A, they can't crit sentries, you can't crit buildings. B, they will get killed off by the sentries pretty damn quickly anyway. Okay, so what is this? And looks like blue have actually broken in. They're actually using flank tactics here and getting on with that cart. 5 minutes 38, and they're actually pushing that down a hill. It's looking good for them. Now if they actually power it in, they might be able to get a result here. They've been frustrated for so long, I think they might want to keep on with this. It's looking good. I think blue team's actually on their way to a win here. That's some lovely reflect work again. The blue Pyros actually today are incredibly good with their M2s. You know, nice work from those guys. But what blue might want to think about is, you know, flanking from either side. Jump down through those windows if you have to, and try going in around the other side in that balcony. If you can do that, you'll confuse the red team as to where they should kind of defense up, and this map is actually quite easy to, you know, do that with. There's no mercy, straight on the cart, nicely done. Finds a medic, just about gets him, but unfortunately there gets clobbered by a couple of soldiers. Four minutes 27. Blue team is still tenaciously advancing. Red team is still in this game though. You know, they do a nice job. They are bailing themselves out every time, you know, problem happens. The other thing is actually, you know, what blue team might want to consider, considering the amount of, you know, good demo soldiers that red team has, is bring out a short circuit engineer, because your team will love you and the enemy will hate your guts for bringing such an abomination of weapon to the battlefield. It's like playing Odd Job in, you know, GoldenEye. It's like, really? You're playing him? Now we go 3 minutes 38. Red team is holding the area nicely. Blue team has not rebound push so far today. They've not had great success so far. Now, they've got 3 minutes 18. Can they get another big push going on here? That's some interesting shooting there. Who that soldier is? That's Asti there. Nice angles. Trying to take down that sentry. Can he do it? Nope, he didn't have the full reload on that. If he had 4 rockets on that, that would have been a kill. He's only firing 2 at a time, which is strange. Oh, who's that spy there? Can he do it? Oh my god, that sentry is not going down. I mean, Richie's right on top of that. Oh, sorry, I'm just doing a commentary. Please feel free to mute me, man, if you want to hear me. You don't go main menu, go to the ear with the X through it. And then from there, you know, pick my name, see if the public parent, say mute the in-game voice. You don't have to, you know. Oh, Richie is proving kind of a boss, keeping sentry alive and using a short circuit. This guy is dedicated to keeping his sentry alive. Oh, but unfortunately though, Abu Bakr gets in there. He is being, you know, the problem is Richie, he's being overwhelmed with sheer amount of stuff. And right now Blue's moving up. There's 2 minutes 5. This is the last minutes of the game. Can Red Team bring it back like they did once before? Yeah, Blue Team's moving up. It's looking good. This is their best effort so far. Can Red hold? One spy is winning this game. Abu Bakr gets it. Nicely done.